All right, we're live. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Lessons and Legacies. This is episode 36 today. Woo-woo! Season one's going all the way to episode 50, and then we're going to have a brand new lineup of stuff for you guys for season 2. So looking forward to that. Today, we're coming at you with lessons in generosity. We've got some stories to share, some things to talk about. And I have, of course, a very special guest. It was an unplanned guest.
Here.
What you gonna
How's
do?
it going, guys?
It was impromptu, but
It's
yeah.
supposed to rain, but the sun's shining.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially here in North
Carolina. Special guest, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hello, I am special guest number 36. And no, my name is Nathan Price. I happen to be lucky enough to be this one's husband, and or maybe she's been generous enough to be my wife. I don't know.
Oh, I guess it depends on how you look at it, huh?
But yeah, wasn't supposed to be here, but here we are. So,
yes. Why are you here? Tell everybody what you do. Not only are you my husband, but he actually has a trade.
No, yeah. I trade effort for time. Or no, time for money.
Time and effort for money. Tell him what you do.
I fix up people's houses. I paint things. I fix things. I play
like
guitar.
Pulling teeth with this one, I swear.
I like to make stuff. I do art stuff.
He does home remodeling. He does painting and building and construction, and he makes furniture, and he makes wonderful epoxy things.
Do whatever it takes
desks
to pay
and
the bills.
tables, and he's a father. Today he has been a connoisseur of Legos. He has been a Lego master.
Legos. Been doing some room renovations for the girls. So,
yeah,
we got to keep their stuff up to date.
He's helped. Yep, he's done some room
cleaning.
Bring it in.
You take it out. You take it out. You bring it in. You move it around. Put it in one corner. Move it back to the other corner. Whatever.
If only cleaning their rooms was as easy as building Legos, huh?
But right now I'm just a guest.
Yep, you are a podcaster. Today you are a podcaster.
My guest is why I'm a guest.
That's right. So I mentioned today is episode, what did I say? 36.
4,214.
One day, maybe I'll be like Ellen, and I'll get to that many episodes one day. Hopefully people like me that much, like us this much, the message, our guests, all of that.
It doesn't matter what episode it is. We're here.
It's episode, well, yeah, because it's a number thing. Listen, I had to pull this up. You guys know I always do the number bit, right? Well, this one I don't think I've really ever discussed on the show in depth anyways. But so it's episode 36, which means it's episode in the numerology world. You add the 2 digits together to make it into 1. So it'd be 3 plus 6 equals
9.
9. Yeah. So
I wasn't sure if I was supposed
episode,
to answer or you were telling me.
This episode
I thought this was about a sports show. I'm out of here.
Well, he's out. Peace.
No, I'm kidding.
Peace.
I knew what I was getting into.
So the number 9, they say, I thought this was really interesting. It says 9 in numerology has a meaning and vibration of its own. 9 aligns with universal love, universal spiritual laws, spiritual awakening and enlightenment, service to mankind, and humanitarianism, which is actually one of the topics we have today is generosity. Also, it says it's a number for light workers and those who live and lead in life by positive and soulful example. Let's see. It says making a positive impact in the world is a priority with a sense of selflessness. 9 vibrates your desire to live a purposeful life. 9 is living with higher perspective and tapping into your intuition and strength of character. And it goes on to say that 9 is a number of faith and also a number, it's all about purpose. It keeps coming up in here that it's all about purpose. Oh, wait, here it is.
Do you know why 8's afraid of 7, though?
Because 8, 9?
Oh, what?
8, 8? Do you say that?
Because 7, 8, 9?
7, 8, 9. See, I was close. there. He's got jokes.
That's all I know about 9. That's it. You know.
It also says, okay, if you want to experience more strength, leadership, and clarity, you can welcome the number 9 by simply putting it around you purposely and with loving intention. 9 flowers, 9 pencils, a painting with 9 blocks, or 9 birds, or 9 with anything in it. Use whatever you like and whatever brings you pleasure. And it says 9 means to take all you've learned and use it for the work ahead that you are meant to do, and it's all about your life purpose, which I thought was really cool. Today has the vibration of life purpose around it.
Do you know how many husbands it takes to screw in a light bulb?
In my world, it only takes 1 because I got this guy.
9. 1 to hold the light bulb and 8 of them to turn the room.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That's so confusing. Hey, Precious, wait. Tell that joke again. See if she gets it.
No, it's a bad
Tell
joke.
the joke.
It's a bad joke.
How many husbands?
How many husbands does it take to change a light bulb?
How many husbands does it take to change a light bulb?
It's a bad joke.
It is a bad joke.
1 to hold the light bulb, or 8, 9.
9, he says.
See, I don't even know it.
It takes 1 to
hold the light bulb and
1
8
to hold
to
the light
turn the
bulb
room.
and 8 to turn the room. Is that saying all husbands are dumb?
I'm just gonna leave.
Anyways, I like my joke better. What did the ghost say to the bees?
I don't know. What did the ghost say to the bees?
Boobies! Ah! That's still one of my favorites. One of my favorite jokes.
It's a family show.
So yes. All right. So we're here talking about generosity today. And as we know, generosity means to help people in need. Help people in need, right? Hey, Charlonda, how are you?
Excuse me.
How's it going, Queen? We're actually going to be sharing a little bit about your update here today. You gave
Sorry about that.
Precious is on with you.
Hello, Precious. How you doing?
And Charlonda.
What up, fam?
That's right. You gave us both a lot of joy this morning with the update, so we're going to fill everybody in.
We're here to talk about the Bucks and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Wait, no?
No, this is the wrong podcast for you, sir. This is not about sports ball.
Hornets.
No.
Charlotte Hornets.
Shalon would be saying go Saints. I know that.
Saints?
She's a Saints fan. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I gave up on watching sports a while ago.
Why?
Life got too busy. I don't have time for that stuff now.
I get that.
I have better things to do, but I mean, if that's what does it for you, if that's where you get your ooh-sah, I get mine here.
Not having anything during the pandemic was like, all of a sudden,
all of a
sudden it was like, wow, I do care about that again.
When sports, you never realize what you have till it's gone, I guess, right?
Let it go, and if it comes back to you.
Precious is giving you shout-outs, Charlon. She says, hello, Queen. All right, so generosity.
We got sidetracked.
What's generosity mean to you, homeboy?
Generosity is something that I guess lives in your heart, or
what does it mean?
Most people think it's just giving.
Yeah.
Just to break it down, peel the onion away, it's giving something, right?
Giving. To be giving, yeah. But would you equate that like solely with money?
No, I think the most generous you can be is with your time. I think that's the number one thing.
Yes. What are the different ways we can be generous? Okay, we've got time. There's one. We got money. What else? How about generous with your affection?
For your affection.
Mm-hmm.
Or your knowledge of affection.
Ooh, getting all deep on me there. Your affection, time, money, your intellect. I like that you put that. Your knowledge, being generous with your knowledge.
Okay. What's the number one thing you want to do when you leave this earth? You want to leave something. You want to be generous with your time and what you've sown.
There you go. Generous with your experiences, with sharing your lessons. Generous with your voice, I think.
Generosity comes in all forms, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most generous you can be is with your time. The time you put in,
right,
to yourself, to your family, to your hobbies, to your podcast, to your peoples.
That's right.
To your beliefs, and that's generosity to yourself and others. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, if that's your thing.
What do you guys think?
Well, would you consider yourself to be a generous person?
I feel like I'm being generous just being here.
You are. I was going to say, I thought you were going to say probably not, but I was like, you're being generous with your time.
I'm being so conceited.
Podcasting with me today. Would you consider yourself a generous person?
I'd be Legoing. Me?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I feel like I try to be very generous in things, but Then my selfishness gets in the way a lot too. Like I just want to do me. But yeah, I try to be as generous as I can. Usually it's monetary because that's the easy way to do it. You give $5 to the Salvation Army. You're like, hey man, I was generous. I'm a good person.
Right.
But with time, the one thing I believe is the most generous, I do fall short. I believe anyway.
What's my next question for you, actually? But Precious agrees with you. She says, yes, Nate, time. Exactly, because time always equals money, and no matter how you look at it, because money tells the value you put on your time. And she says, time is the measure of everything.
Can't buy it. Can't go down the store and get it.
And it's fleeting. You can't get it back.
Doesn't matter how much money you got. You ain't gonna buy no more of it.
Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't go back on that. You can't rewind time, unfortunately.
Can't do it.
Shalon says, yes, so sweet. Stand by your woman. Yeah, see? Time. You're never going to get this time back, but it's so going to be worth it, right?
We stand by each other.
So I would say I am a generous person. We did this church exercise.
So right back at you. What's your thoughts on the matter?
Before we go into areas here's my next question, so you can
before we hit the Super
you can
Bowl
ponder it. My next question to you is, what area of your life, or what areas do you think that you are lacking in being generous? You could afford to be more generous. So just brain ponder that for a minute.
It's easy for me.
I would say, though,
go back to the kids.
Well, I would consider myself a generous person as a whole. I do take a lot of joy in giving in whatever way that I can. Sometimes it's hard, and I'll get into the difficult spot with him next. But we did this church exercise where we were trying to figure out what our spiritual gifts and talents were, like your special few. I don't think you went to that one, but I did it with your mom. Me and your mom stayed after and did it. But we did like this whole workshop on it, and that was something I had put up there. I feel like I am a generous person because it brings me joy. Oh my gosh, unfathomable joy. So much more than it does when I get to receive. That's something I have to work on. But I have a joy in giving. And there's, some people have that and some people don't. You can be generous, but maybe not joyfully generous, Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'd say it brings me joy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I've seen people that what they do, with the soup kitchens and the shelters, and people that give their time into serving other people, and that's where God says that you'll find Him the most, is serving,
serving others,
serving the lowest, or if you want to call it the lowest, whatever you want.
You don't even have to say it. Don't put a label on it. Say serving those in need. That could be
people that need served.
That could be that could be somebody who's homeless. That could be somebody who's
the most needing of the people that need
single.
To be served.
Somebody who needs a shoulder. Somebody who needs a friend. Somebody needs a meal. I mean,
and that's where I fall the shortest. Is I think about it a lot. Is about going out, and I used to do these things and go out and serve people on the Thanksgiving.
Like serving strangers, you mean?
Yeah, soup kitchens,
serving strangers, so
giving people meals on Thanksgiving, and taking presents to blankets to people, presents to homeless people, and whatever, serving the people that need it most.
I think there is a magic in that.
That's where you find your greatest gratitude, I believe, and that's where I fall short.
They said that at church too. That the pastor said that too. If you find yourself in a place of despair, depression, and you're at rock bottom in one of those dark valley moments, the best way to break out of that is to serve somebody.
Get out of
yourself, get out of your box, and go serve somebody else. Because 9 out of 10 times, your story isn't the worst one out there. I can say that about mine, his, yours, mine, anybody watching. For as bad as you think yours is, somebody else has got it worse.
Probably.
And a lot of times when you step out of your box, you see so many other people that are going through so many different scenarios around you. And there's magic in that. And I think in serving your strangers, that's another thing. I feel like it's natural and easy for us to want to be generous with the people we know. Because if my mom needs some help in something, that's my mom. I have this relationship, this connection or whatever. But when you step out of your box and you're like, I'm willing to put time, money, effort, whatever you're being generous in to somebody you've never met, or to somebody, that maybe you've only just met. And then, I don't know, there's a ripple effect there. I think when you step out of the box and you meet people outside of your normal bubble, I think it's just, I don't know, it's like flipping, as Precious would say, flipping a switch. It's like everything becomes clear, and how connected we are, and how important our experiences are, and how much we have a responsibility to one another to keep the flow of abundance going, right?
Yeah, and I think it's a small trickle, but I have noticed over the past couple months of just random people buying coffee for other people, or paying for their McDonald's, and I've done it too, because somebody's done it for me. So I've done it for other people, and I think about it. Usually try to be that first person, but not always. Let's be honest.
There have been a lot of generosity stories going on
but
lately.
I've seen a lot of it
actually,
lately, which gives me a lot of hope. You know, that people are coming around to. Because I get jaded too. You see all the people on the street corners, and you don't know if they were driving a Mercedes or whatever. You have judgment. Everybody judges everybody all the time. I don't care what you say. We can't help it. That's what we do.
It's human nature. We try not to be judgy to a detriment. It's
what you do with that judgment which really matters.
Well, there's discernment. I think that's the fancier word for judgment. Discernment is being able to tell like the difference between. But then there's judging, which is what we don't want to do. So you get it? There is a difference. I can look up the definitions. But
there's no monetary value to time. You can be a Bill Gates person and give billions of dollars to
Can't
charity.
Put a price on time.
That is awesome. If I had billions of dollars, I would totally give it all to charity and let you all do whatever you want with it. But in time, you can't. If you donate your time to children's hospitals or donate your time to that kind of people, I don't think there's another form of generosity that's as powerful as that.
I agree. I really don't, honestly.
But I like what Precious said. She said she's trying to teach people to be generous with themselves and with their time, and that counts, man. You gotta.
She says, my mission is to make people generous to themselves. Be for yourself what you offer to another.
And you got to be generous with yourself, man. If you're not, then you'll end up burnt out.
Exactly. You can't just keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. Your cup is full. Your cup is full. I have so much to pour into the universe. Yay. But when that cup gets empty, you're empty. So you have to treat, if I want to be there and pour into you and treat you with love and dignity and respect, and I'm going home and I'm not taking care of myself, and I'm huddled up in the corner of a room beating up myself, I'm not going to be able to do that for too long. And I might only be able to affect one person. But if I'm going home and making sure my cup is full every day, so full that it can overflow constantly like a waterfall into other people, that's the way to do it. And I think that's what Precious is saying.
You should go out and treat yourself.
You have to fill yourself up, love yourself first. And when you are in love with yourself and operating, which is the highest vibration of all that, is love, by the way. Love is the highest vibration. So when you are in love with yourself and operating and functioning in that love vibration, you are like lighting up the world. And quantum physics actually says, fun fact for you guys, my meditation coach taught me this. In the world of quantum physics, they can actually, I don't know if you know this or not, I have no idea. Then we'll get on to Charlone's comments.
Clue, folks.
And Precious is here. But so you guys, I'm sure a lot of you who are familiar with energy at all, everybody's got like an aura. Everybody has a little bit of an energy field, Yeah. So they actually have done these studies where they can measure the energy coming out from your heart, from your inner space, up to, I think she said, on average, it's like it extends 8 feet out from your body, but it can be measured up to like almost a half a mile or something ridiculous like that. So
how do they measure
here's a proof for it. You ever walk into a room full of people, whether it's a party or a networking event or whatever, and you just like, there's that one person that always stands out, and you're like, I gotta go meet that person, I gotta go talk to that person, and everything just shifts when that person comes in the room. What quantum physics says is when you are operating in that high vibe love energy, and that is what's being emitted, that energy automatically dominates the lower frequency energies, which would be worry, fear, things like that. You're operating in more of this grounded, closed off space. So when you're operating in love and you walk into that room, your energy is physically interacting with other people's energy and shifting it. Energy always, it strives to balance. So your high vibe ends up bringing somebody else up here and you raise the room. It's really cool.
I think you always know.
I think I went on a tangent.
I think you always know when you're on that vibe.
But love, I
feel
mean,
it. You can feel that vibe when you're either on or you're off or you're just right in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever you're trying to do. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you the bed. You know what I mean? But
sometimes you mess the bed.
Sometimes it happens.
Let's see. All right, let's catch up these comments. Well, you finish first, my love. Sorry.
No, I'm just rambling. But yeah, no.
Ramble on.
Generosity, but you get going back to it. You have to be vibing with yourself in order to be vibing in that zone, giving your time or money or whatever it is. Because if you're just in a bad mood and you're throwing money at things, and it doesn't really matter. But if you're in the zone and you're giving your time up, then you're giving your time up for somebody that's going to feel that. And yeah, I know, because I send off bad vibes sometimes. She's always like, oh, you're
well, we all do. We're all human.
You're not vibing with the universe, right, son?
Women PMS. We be slinging some bad vibes off sometimes too. You know,
you can't always be vibing on the right thing.
That's
but
right.
giving always kind of gets me back.
But
on
it
track.
Is a choice. It's a choice. You can choose to sit
even
in
if
that,
it's given to myself. Sometimes I got to
change
give to
your
myself.
vibration, raise your vibration. What do you do for yourself? That if you're feeling in a poo-poo mood and you're Mr. Pouty Pants and someone took a dump in your Cheerios in the morning, what would you do to make yourself feel better? Buy yourself a breakfast sandwich.
I usually like to
play guitar.
I usually like to make something.
Build something.
Go cut some stuff or hammer some nails or
but that raises your vibration. So
or play the guitar or whatever.
The trick is being aware when you're in that mindset, when you're about to be on burnout or where you're about to be like, raise your vibration.
I've been thinking
do something intentionally to change that mood so that you're putting out good into the world instead of putting out, it's just being aware and recognizing when you're in that space.
Does anybody out there do goat yoga to get straight? Because I'm
goat yoga.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I know but I'm like, where did that come from? That's so random.
Because it's supposed to.
What do I do? Well, I podcast for one. This always just it's the best part of outlet. Yes, it's always, that's why I say it's healing for me, and it makes a difference to people when they watch. So, and it just, I don't know. This is my way of putting good out into the world,
Yeah.
Oh, stop. Somebody's trying to block my soundtrack in the background there. All right, let me catch up these comments real quick. All right.
Yes.
Okay, we are on. All right. Shalon says, yes, it's a calling. Oh, yes, it's a calling. Compassion for others. That's the heart of God, serving others. Yes, absolutely. Precious says, yes, time is by far priceless. Amen. I agree. It reminds me of the Cher song.
What?
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
If I can remember right, she was like on a ship with some kind of naughty outfit or something. Yeah, I remember that.
Shalon says, my motto is that we are to be helpers to one another. We as believers are to be Christ-like. We are to do as he did, which is to become a servant in this journey of life. I agree wholeheartedly. We are meant to serve each other, and together is better too. And Precious says, yes, I enjoy the column of how Nate expresses himself. He is so okay with his understanding, and it is spot on.
That's because most time I don't understand. That's why.
Should we tell him, Precious? You got it, boy. You got it. You got it, boy. You got it. The song will haunt me to the end of time.
Literally, because most of the time I just don't understand. I just
roll with the flow. Me singing flowers. I am not a share tone singer.
All the things that go on in the world today, and with all the stuff, and there doesn't seem like there's a lot of gratitude out there, and I literally don't understand any of it. Why? Well, I don't know. Why our children are the way they are. Why other teenagers are the way they are. Why human beings are the way they are.
That's kind of funny because you look at your kids and you're like, I don't understand why they're like that. I didn't raise you to be that way.
Yeah, no, we did.
Like, where did they get that from?
We did, but they get it from us. That's
Well,
where it
then why
comes
are we
from.
disciplining and scolding them on it? If we didn't raise them that way and we're disciplining them on it, then why are they doing it? They didn't get it from us.
Sure.
I think just some things like selfishness, that's another thing our pastor said. Since we're on generosity, let's go the flip side, being selfish.
It's too much to handle.
Selfishness, we're all born with it. And they said, like, if you don't think we are all born with selfishness, take a look at your kids. Take a look at a baby. Everybody's kind of born with that. It's mine. It's greedy. We have to change that mindset. I think we're born selfish, and then we learn generosity. You know,
again, you have to be a little bit
it's a harder lesson.
You have to be
generosity
a little bit selfish in order to get it too, man. You can't
being selfish, right?
You gotta be a little bit selfish. That's why there's so many sayings. Is take care of number one. Watch your own blank.
Well, they balance, you know. That's why we have these things.
CYA.
Good and bad, black and white, hot and cold, life and death, male, female, all these things. We got to have balance, you know. We can't appreciate one without the other. And so we strive for that balance, you know, or better.
Right.
So generosity. I want to just like catch you guys up. I know a couple of you guys watching right now already are aware of this, but we have some great news.
I lost it somewhere. I thought we were talking about gratitude.
Well, gratitude is part of generosity, I think.
The reverse side of it, I guess.
See, I have it on the bottom of the screen right there. Generosity, lessons, generosity. I put it there to remind you. So if you guys have been following, we did a show on Monday. That would be January 25th, and that was our
Monday. Today is
Monday. Today's 36th, so 34th episode. So if you guys check it out on YouTube, look up Lessons and Legacies on YouTube or Lessons and Legacies on Facebook, and you can catch episode 34. We had my usual sister and co-host Precious Pauling on, and then we had our special guest Charlene Wallace from New Orleans. It was our first time that we got to talk in person, face to face. It was the first time for all of us, and it was really cool. And we got to celebrate Charlonda getting ready to do her grand opening for her soul food kitchen.
Congratulations on that.
It's her own business, her own shtick that she's doing.
I know,
and
yeah,
I know with this.
I've heard about
it. Definitely something to be celebrating.
I would definitely eat some of that. Get down with it.
I did. I showed him your website too. I was like, look how fancy it is.
Super, it looks delicious.
Yeah, so we were celebrating her, getting ready to do her grand opening, and also wanting to sow a seed in that and gain some support for her kickoff, and also the fact that her daughter is a nurse with 3 kids.
Best of luck.
I think I want to say from age 1 to 9 or something like that.
Thank you.
And her daughter ended up getting COVID in the line of duty. So now she's got the little babies that her grandbabies she's been trying to be grandma to and launch the business and all this. And so she's just had a lot going on. We wanted to try and make a difference. Charlene has been following the show for a while and just had kind of popped on in one of mine and Precious's Monday shows, and we just got to chit-chatting about, I think it might have been resilience or success or something like that.
You never know what people's got going on, man.
Yeah, it's just we all ended up kind of connecting with the whole, respect for us.
Good for you.
Doing our thing, living our dreams, and pushing forward with our dreams. And so we did the show on Monday. And she texted me this morning, which is now Wednesday, and well, it was actually late last night, and said, people have been continuing to Cash App since Monday. And she said, this is huge news, you guys. She had one single anonymous person late last night or this morning, so $500 into her Cash App.
That's big time. Wow. That's what's up. Very good. Clap.
Wow. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Good for you guys.
So I'm hoping,
congratulations.
Anybody who catches that replay, that Cash App is not going anywhere. It's $sign Charlene, CHARLONDE. And then you can look up also, look up her Soul Food Kitchen website, which is CNJ soulfoodkitchen.com, I think. I'll post it in the comments below, but there's a spot there where you can donate as well. So you're not only
generous.
helping the business, you're helping her family.
Pass your money along.
Again, this
Folks,
is
give it to
uncertain
the people
times
that
for
we
all
need.
of us. And yes, let's support your
That's
entrepreneurs.
one thing I do like to
You
do is I
know?
like to keep the money in my neighborhood, man. Know your hood, you know, take care of your hood, wherever that may be. Buy local stuff, you know, get off of Amazon. You know?
Yes, I mean Amazon's convenient, but you know what? I can ship to you. I would rather you pay me and I will ship to you and pay the extra shipping myself. Just to keep it rolling. I love what I do. I want nothing to do with going and doing like the real job thing again, because I did too many years of that, and it makes my spirit turn black. Ugh. I know that sounds so bad, but it's true.
No,
It's like a soul crusher to me. So I can't stress the importance to you guys of how far it goes to sow a seed to any friend in need, even if you don't know them. Like I said, Charlone's gotten hundreds of dollars that have gone towards and help her family from people she doesn't even know.
That's what's up, people.
You know, thank you guys.
Thank
you to everybody that tuned in and who's been sowing seeds. We really appreciate it.
All 4 of you.
You know, and a shout out. The reason that happened is that was done to me. I shared the story on the Monday episode as well, and I'll just keep it brief. But and then we'll go catch up some of the comments too. But that, you know, last year in the summertime, we had came to a position where we were like, okay, we got to file for bankruptcy if we don't want to lose our house. This one got real mad at me because I was having a meltdown after coming back from the lawyer, and the lawyer was like, how much is your wedding ring worth? And how much is your dog worth? And all this. I'm like, my dog? You're going to make me sell my dog? What? You know, like it was just, it was such a horrific experience. It was so painful. Yeah. And so I came on and I was real. This has always been an outlet. And I just shared like, oh my God, I can't believe the audacity for some of these questions. I'm like, it was just a painful experience. And
it still sucks.
A lot of people saw that video, and I didn't ask for help. I did not ask for anybody's help. I just wanted to vent, and then I offered up, and I'm going to get teary-eyed. It was just like offering up courage and bravery and faith and resilience to people like, this is what I'm going through. Life sometimes sucks, but you know what? We can pray out, and everything's going to be okay. And certain people, I caught wind of that show, or that episode or little live that I did, and shout out to Lisa Santiago McNeil and Brian Keith McNeil.
What up, y'all? How you doing
from the
there?
Empowerment Duo. They had within 24 hours I watched their show every morning. I have for years, and had gone on just as my normal guest self. And they made the whole show about helping somebody in need, and had the whole audience was cash apping me. I was weeping. I was praying. I was on my knees. I was shaking. I was like that for days, and I just couldn't believe how many people were willing to sow $1 into saving my mortgage for the month. You know what I mean? It made me feel like I'm worth
so
it,
much,
you know?
Thank you. But
and so the joy
we give back.
The joy that I got from that experience is like, I just, to feel that value, that, you know, the generosity came from people's hearts. It wasn't so much the money. It was people were generous with just their belief in me, with their faith in us. You know, they were generous with their love and kindness. And that to me was like, wow. So, you know, when we heard about Charlene and what she had going on, I was like, man, you know, I just started doing this it was the 34th episode. And I was like, why can't I take that seed that somebody put in me and go turn around and do that for someone else, you know? And Precious was right on board with it. We rocked it together. Charlene showed up, and it took all 3 of us to show up and ask for help and say, hey, whatever you can do, this is what our mission is. This is what we believe. This is the dream. This is the goal. This is who we are. Why not help? And it was just, I love sharing the good news. And so Charlene, she's going to be actually launching her store her soul food kitchen on February 14th. We're going to have her back with Precious Calling on the Friday before Valentine's Day, the 12th. So 2 days before her grand opening.
Valentine's Day to my tummy.
And she's going to update us, let us know how everything is, what's been going on, and what we can look forward to getting from C&J Soul Kitchen come February. So we're looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that. I don't know about whatever.
I want to say, like, the importance of generosity. It goes so far past the dollar. Generosity of your time, of your love. Just letting someone feel seen. And I think that comes with your time or your affection. Generous with your affection.
Generosity and putting your heart into something like this. She puts her heart into this stuff every single day. I don't even know if she does it, coming up with the stuff that she does, but because
it's healing for me, and it's a joy. It's a joy. It's a joy. It's a joy. It's a joy.
You guys out there, put your hearts into hers. She also in turn does that to you. You guys put your hearts into your books and your speeches. And I know, Precious, you're on there. I know you put your heart into every one of your words that comes out of your mouth.
Yep. And Charlene, she puts every stitch of what she does into her cooking. I know she is a soul cook.
I bet you do. If you're on here and you're with this crew, then I'm sure you do. And
Beverly's here too.
That's being generous.
Isn't it your birthday today?
Happy birthday, Beverly? If it is. Happy birthday.
Did I see that it might be your birthday? Let's catch these comments.
Yeah, and generosity, man. That's kind of the basis of everything, I guess, right?
Precious says,
love, generosity.
She said, I like when you sing like that. Yes, all about the love. Precious says, yes, Nate, we did. It's not in your DNA, it's in your CNA. We teach them unconsciously when we're talking about kids.
We teach them unconsciously.
Yep.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Bev,
and that scares the hell out of me too, by the way.
Is it your birthday?
Because
if it is, I gotta say happy birthday to you.
So
Charlone's inviting us down to New Orleans. I told her how long have I been saying? I'm like, I think
never
Colorado,
been, man, but I would love to.
I'd like to go to like Yellowstone or something, but New Orleans. I'm like, I want to go see the food, the music, the culture, the history. My
dad,
all that
was one of his bucket list
spiritual
things that we were never able to do for him, as he wanted to go to New Orleans.
I want to go so bad.
Or Nolans,
yeah. And Charlene said we could bring the Prices and the Paulings can caravan down. I said, that's going to be like 20 of us rolling in. And she's like, I could cook for all you, no problem. I was like,
don't Allison and Glendon live down there?
Yeah, actually, we do have a couple friends down there. I forgot.
We got people down there.
It's been a while. Yeah, I still on Facebook with both of them. That'd be fun.
That would be cool.
We should definitely, we definitely want to come on down there again. We were thinking maybe it should be an adult trip though, and like the kids stay and the Master P's go on down for a weekend.
I won't argue that.
I think it'd be better that way. Master P's weekend getaway to Nolans.
Twist my arm. Twist it, would you?
I will twist it. It doesn't take much. Precious says, so huge. Someone just put an investment in the ground. Amen. And it keeps growing when you do that. See, when you sow a seed, it grows. And so it continues to be put back out into the world to help others.
Yeah, I can't wait for the and just like Chef Ron's business, man. Every chance I get,
One Bite Catering with Chef Ron. That's right.
Better get you some if you don't know. You better know.
Oh, we love sowing seeds into that one because I don't enjoy cooking as much as you guys do. Charlene, if you don't know, Chef Ron is Precious's husband.
What's the name of
OneBiteCatering.com.
What's Charlene's?
Oh, CNJ Soul Food Kitchen.
CNJ Soul Food Kitchen. Well, I'm with it, man. Give me some of that.
I know, but I don't know.
Generosity to myself. Right there.
Can you ship to North Carolina?
Right.
From Louisiana? I don't know. I don't know if that soul food would have all that soul by the time it got here. But Chef Ron does some good soul cooking too. And he's only 20 minutes away. So we sow seeds into that as often as we can. No. I gave up on cooking for the holidays. I just call Chef Ron these days.
What it is.
Precious says, seed, 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 all our friends in need. That's right. Seed, 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 all our friends in need. That's a cool chant. I like it.
Get out there and do some soup kitchen stuff for Valentine's Day. Do they do that? I don't even know.
She says, that's right, my brother. I like him, Melissa.
Who's that?
Talking about you, Charlene.
Oh, right on. I like you too.
He likes you back, Charlene.
We can be folks.
She's okay. Beverly's saying, by the way, Nathan, my sister wants her home remodeled, and I told her about you. Hope that's okay.
That is
It's
totally
more than okay.
Yep.
See, sowing seeds.
That's totally
seeds,
cool.
seeds,
Thank you
seeds
very much.
to all our friends in
I
need.
appreciate that very
Beverly's
much.
awesome. Beverly was actually the one you guys remember on Monday. I told you I had a friend that had seen that same broadcast that I was on, and instead of cash apping me, I must have sent her a package or something, but she had found my address, and she had drove 20 minutes over here and left $100 bill rolled up in a newspaper and just signed her name on it and stuck it in the planter. Yeah. Beverly.
That's awesome.
And we went over her house with the kids too. Dropped her off the book.
Thank you so much.
Some goodies, but yes, that's Beverly. That's Sister Beverly there.
Y'all be too much, man. Sometimes you guys be doing stuff.
She's a good seed sower in many, many, many ways.
Blow my mind, man. You guys blow my mind.
She's so supportive, so loving, and very. She's a good student, I'd say. She's about to be a doctor too.
Word.
Mm-hmm. Precious says, I have a whole Audacity series I'm about to start on Zoom. I can't wait for that one.
That should be interesting. Y'all better check that out.
I bet that could get real deep.
Zoom in on that. Whatever. Tag it.
Tag it.
Hash browns. I don't even know. Whatever you do.
Charlotte says, yes, that's right. I told her that her heart is a heart after God's heart, and don't lose that. It's a jewel. Yes, you did. And I am so grateful. Like I said, I was ecstatic to hear the update. I was praying. I talked to my mom about you. She was praying. So you got a lot of people in your corner and that are looking forward to hearing these updates too. Sean says, yeah, I'll be charbroiling some oysters for the grand opening.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to send us some pictures too. Send me some pictures too.
Oysters.
I'm going to do a little,
now I'm hungry.
Like little Facebook event kind of promotion like we did with the Sow a Seed for a Friend in Need for your grand opening and leading up to the show. So if you've got any cool photos that you want to send me in Messenger of some of your dishes, because we can add those into the page and that helps. So let me know.
We can send them down to our peoples in New Orleans to help. Maybe they can send them out. I think Allison's a teacher or something, so that's good.
Beverly says, Waterhead is my new name right now. Love you both. I know, I'm a hardcore Waterhead too. Waterhead means you're crying. You're crying over everything. Oh, I'm a total Waterhead. You're just always having moments. I started crying earlier. I started crying earlier on this already.
I don't understand. I'm not hip to the lingo. I don't even know what lit is,
Lid?
Lit.
Oh, lit.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what lit is. What about on fleek?
Whatever.
I had to look that one up the other day.
I think I stepped on one.
Somebody said on fleek to me, and I was like, Urban Dictionary, what does that mean?
Is that something the dogs get?
Yeah. I don't know. Is that bad? Is that good? All right. Well, we just wanted to come and share some good vibes with you guys today. Lessons in generosity, lessons in love, lessons in sewing into each other. And teamwork makes the dream work. I think we did. Did we?
I don't know.
Did we do it, guys?
Are
you feeling that high vibe? Are you feeling like you're in that love vibration?
You guys gonna go out and give some?
You feeling like sowing some seeds to some friends in needs? Because you know what?
Just go out.
All you have to do is look to your left or to your right, and there's always someone in need. So find a way to sow a seed. Be generous with your time, with your heart, with your words, with your intellect, with your skills, your talents.
Go out and buy somebody a new face mask.
And your money.
Get a new face mask for somebody and just give it to them.
Do that.
Or some
I think would be cool. You could just, I think what would be generous
instead of giving that money, you would, some hand sanitizer.
Well, money works though. You know what? I work for free every day, all day, every day.
We all do, really.
No, you don't. You get a paycheck. Listen.
But you spend it.
You could be taking your clothes to the laundromat and be paying them. Jesus. I think you need to spike some of those jean pants pockets with some $5 bills for your free worker over here. That would be generous. Jesus. Tip your wife in the laundry pile.
I try sometimes.
Anyways. Now watch, tomorrow I'll let you guys know if he's feeling like sowing seeds. Sow a 20 spot into one of those pants pockets for your wife while she's doing your laundry tomorrow.
Yeah, boom. There you go. Do that.
All right. Bev says,
Go down to New Orleans and buy some food from the.
lit means great, and on fleek is everything is right in place. So
No,
I'm on.
I
If
still don't
I'm
even
saying
know.
like I'm on fleek, is it means like
Don't
I
even
am
know.
like perfectly all GQ'd.
Oh, is that
like
what it means?
I
I
am
was like, I
am
still don't get it.
looking good. Nothing's out of place, I guess. And then
You know what's
if
funny
you're
is
lit, I guess.
I
I mean,
use it
I
all
don't
the
know.
time.
I use lit in all kinds of different ways. Lit from that. Lit from like I'm joyful.
I think I use it all the time wrong.
Excited.
I use it wrongly all the time. I'm sure of it, but I do that with a lot of words. So
I hear it most commonly used A from Precious because she's all about flipping your switches and finding your light, you know.
Right.
But also when people drink too much, they say, "Oh man, I am so lit."
That's an old school one though. I don't think it means the same thing anymore.
And on point. That's right. That's right. Okay, yeah. So it is right. So everything is yes. If I'm on fleek, everything is
just like back in the day. Bad
on
was
Beyonce.
Good. Yeah.
Like everything's perfect. I get it now. See, now I can start throwing it around and know what it means. So
who came up with that though?
I don't know. It's the Urban Dictionary. It's a new thing. I guess lit the song. This girl's on fire.
Maybe, yeah.
All
probably.
right. So I hope you guys feel lit right now, in whatever way. I think there's nothing but positive to that word. So yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed all the knowledge I dropped, man. Feel free to go on and lit that in the world, and if it fleeks your flock, then you know we did what we're supposed to do.
Just remember to be generous.
See, I'm pretty sure I used all those words in the right context.
Kinda.
There.
I think you did good. If you just said it with a little more sass, you could have spit it.
Yeah, but
a sick rhyme.
I tried.
I've been known for busting out some wacky rhymes here and there.
Then my face does weird things, and people don't want to see that.
I think people like watching you
when I'm concentrating. Yeah, it's just not good.
All right, guys. We love you. Thanks for enjoying. Do you want to leave a special guest of mine? Would you like to leave the audience with any final words?
When life gives you fleek, make it lit.
When life gives you fleek, make it lit. Those are the words of wisdom from none other than Nathan Price. Precious says, yes, I turn the young people lit into light your candle and stay lit. From negative peer pressure to positive soul pressure. Amen to that. And Charlene says,
I love you guys all.
I'm cooking. Have some dinner orders to fill. Good for you, Queen. Good for you. Keep it up. Keep the cooking up. And hopefully, I'm feeling it. This 2021, we're going to come and visit C&J Soul Food Kitchen.
Thank every single one of you for coming on and sharing, being generous with your time.
Yes.
And watching.
And if you want to be extra generous, like, comment, share, subscribe. That's how you can sow a seed in me. And you can always take a look at my store, lessons and legacies.company.site. I'll put the link in the Facebook comments below. But yeah, sow a seed in me by a thumbs up or a share. Sharing means you care. So we love you guys. I'll be back at 2:00 tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
And don't forget to be generous.
Keep it fleek.
We love you. Yeah, keep it fleek and keep on giving. Peace.